Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Well, it's here. Yeah, it's here. It's here. The new Natasha Denona GLAM palette. It's here. It came this morning, actually, and I wasn't in a rush. I'm really slowing down and taking my time these days. I wasn't in a rush because I wanted to do a few eye looks on my own. Let's say this is not really a first impression. Let's call this a 1.75 impression. I haven't worn everything all day, but I have really played with every single shade in here. Why? Well, in the past, Natasha Denona has been a little bit hit and miss with some of her palettes. And I know you guys, you're waiting to see, is this a hit or a miss before you spend your $65. So that brings us to the cost and the packaging. This is in the hard case with the mirror. We're going to do swatches, we're going to do a demo, and this is the $65 hard pan that you would recognize from the bronze palette, the Love palette, started, if I'm not mistaken, with the Sunrise palette, and these are really nice. They're protective hard cases, and they're a slightly lower price point for Natasha Denona with slightly less product, but it's really actually the perfect amount of product. This is the GLAM palette. If it sounds familiar, it is because we had a release a season or so ago of the mini GLAM palette for $25. We're going to look at them both and compare them because I bet you want to know if they're similar. First though, let's talk. I'm getting excited. I'm talking fast. You know me. Let's talk about the GLAM palette. So this GLAM palette has 15 brand new shades. Let me zoom you in on the palette itself. It's kind of upside down because I didn't want the mirror to bite you. These shades, if you have not heard already, have very interesting names. No, not Twilight and Lilac and all those kind of names. They have names that reference where makeup artist Natasha Denona advises that you place them on your eye. So they have names like center eyelid, outer eyelid, inner corner, blend, transition, things like that. At first I heard this and even I thought, oh, I don't want to be told. But then I thought, isn't it kind of nice to know the thought process of the artist and the designer of the palette? Yeah, it's kind of nice. And I think Natasha knows that experienced users, and of course makeup artists, that goes without saying, will do what they want with the palette. But for some users, me included, sometimes these large palettes can be a bit intimidating. So I think what she's gently doing is giving a suggestion. After all, I gotta tell you, I look at these palettes all the time and I very rarely refer to the shades by name. You do end up saying that brown color that you use on the outer lid, so why not just name it outer lid? Really, she's not that far off. And sometimes when we go into a palette and we do an eye look, sometimes we're not satisfied with it. But it's not really the palette, it's just we placed something a little wrong. So in this palette, Natasha Denona is just trying to give you some suggestions, and actually that's pretty cool. Let's look at some swatches and let's also compare it to the mini GLAM. Okay, so here's the mini GLAM, and let me hold that up. The mini GLAM is of course the $25 palette that came out a season or so ago. And here it is next to, for comparison, the $65 GLAM palette. Get my finger out of the way for you. Okay, remember the larger GLAM palette is upside down there because of the mirror, but let's go ahead and go to a swatch of the first row. The whole top row is going to be over on the left side, kind of by my elbow. Then to the right side of it, we have the second row. And above, as you see, we have the third and final row. That is the entire palette in all its beautiful goodness, including just a very few matte shades, and the rest glimmer and Shine shades. There it is right there. Now, princesses, let's go back to the swatches, and we're gonna add in the mini glam, just for reference in case you own the mini glam. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you really same video of the 3 rows of the glam palette. So on the left we have the top row, to the right of that the middle row, and up top once again we have the 3rd row. But I've added in slightly smaller, just a little bit littler version of the mini glam. So there they are, all 4, kind of made 4 rows for you there. The first 3 being the glam palette and the 3rd being the mini glam, just for reference. Happy to always do other swatches or slower close-up swatches for you princesses over on Instagram. But let's get into it. I want to recreate this look. I want to tell you that my palette is a little bit messy because I've been going in, as I said, playing with them all. So I can tell you, fantastic palette. Every shade performs beautifully, goes on beautifully. You will not be disappointed. Let's come back and do a little demo. I'm gonna come back with nothing on my eyes and let's play around just a little bit. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay, let's put something together here. I'm not promising that I'll follow the center eyelid, transition, those kind of shades, but you know, we'll try. Can't promise though. Okay, let's start. I got a big thing of rougher brushes here. I got some fluffy ones. Let's start with what Natasha Denona is calling this transition shade right here. I got some funky sunlight coming in here. Princesses, I apologize. This is a weird time of the day to film. Once again, I am using this shade right here. And you know, these are going on just like a dream. This is just kind of setting my eye. Let's go in with another rougher brush and we'll do a crease shade, this one right here. We are just kind of staying right here, nice and neutral, right here so far at the top right of our palette as it comes. Remember, you can take this apart and let's blend some of that up. Okay, we just have a very neutral look right now. Maybe we'll go under a little bit with that same crease shade, just to give a little bit of depth and so I can make a funny face on camera. Okay, okay, well, Natasha suggests this for the outer lid, this color right here, and I think we will do that. This morning I played around with a few other shades. I can't even remember what I did. I was just kind of sticking them on my eye. And they all, I can tell you, I have tested and played, as you can see, they're a bit messy. I have tested and played in all of these shades, princesses, and this is a beautiful, wearable, usable palette. You will not be disappointed with this one. Why am I doing this kind of sultry brown shade? Because this appeals to me. And this is like something I wear, right? I'm just doing the type of thing I would do. And I'm going to use that same outer lid color right there underneath. So I'm following what Natasha Denona suggests, but also taking a teeny bit of liberties with that. Okay, let's do something on the inner eye, and then let's do something on the center of the lid. So she has inner corner and she has center lid. Let's use this color right here at the top of the palette for the center lid. Ooh, it's so shiny and pretty. And again, as I said, I'm using this with my finger. And again, as I said, I have indeed played with every single one of these shades. That's why I'm kind of presenting you with a little bit of a messy palette. I don't care. Messy means well loved, right? A clean palette is a sign of an unused palette, really. So there we have a nice center lid sparkle, which isn't too sparkly, very wearable, even for day. And let's go ahead and take a little bit of a flat brush here. And let's do one of the ones that she says center eyelid inner corner. Let's do an inner corner shade. Let's do this one right here. Natasha Denona recommends it. It's good enough for her. Should be good enough for us, right? So we're going to put that in the inner corner, and then let's see what she recommends here for brow bone. And we'll do that too. I've been playing in this so much, it's so kind of messy that I'm having trouble reading it because I got to clean it a little bit. Okay, brow bone. Oh, brow bone right there. I don't like too much sparkle under my brow bone actually, so I'll go a little gentle there. Ooh, I'm kind of really liking this. All right, let me put a little bit of mascara on and let's come back and wrap up this really lovely, lovely palette. And we're back. I went super dramatic with the lashes. I used the new Charlotte Tilbury push-up pillow talk lashes, and I actually did something I don't normally do. I used black liner, Extreme Black by Pat McGrath to be exact, on the lower waterline as well as tight lining with it. And I don't usually do that on the lower waterline because it can close the eyes, but I thought it kind of added that little bit of glam, especially because I'm going with Natasha Denona's Lip-oh-Phoria Mauve, just kind of that neutral on the lips. I wanted a little bit more pow and kind of smoky glam on the eyes like we see Natasha Denona herself wear so often. So I was inspired by that. It is a lovely palette. It is, though it is a price range that is of course in general higher, it is worth it if you're looking for an investment, and you saw the swatches that could compare it with the mini glam if you are interested. But please ask any questions below. Let me know if you ordered it. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I sure hope you did. And if you haven't already, I would very, very much appreciate your subscription to my channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.